Farming is not only a job but also a way of living. You must stay where you've invested your money. Hello, my people. Hope you're doing okay. Welcome to Hanimi's World. Welcome to the channel that changes the way people think about living their African village lives, and a channel that inspires you to do a great business. If you're interested in such vlogs, please consider to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so that you are aware when I upload more videos. In today's vlog, I'm going to talk about how you, a farmer, a good farmer, how you can secure your farm. So remember, security is a very key factor when you are carrying out your farming business. These animals have to be secure from external factors like thieves. They must be secure from external factors like from wild animals. For example, goats, you have to secure them from wild goats that eat these goats, from snakes, for example, timber. In my area we have a lot of snakes, those timber snakes that swallow these what goats. So in today's topic we are going to discuss different factors through which you can secure your farm. The first point, if you want to be with a secure farm, it goes way back from when you are looking for farmland, guys. As I always tell you, when you are looking for farmland, I advise you, my fellow farmer, to first know which kind of farming business you are going to deal in. If you are going to do crop farming, I advise you to go in those districts, in those areas that are known in doing such a thing. So for example, if you're a goat farmer, I advise you to go in areas where there are people dealing in animal husbandry. Why? Because at the end of the day, you're going to rear these animals. I don't want you to put your farm near people who are planting their crops. These animals will go in those people's crops and they will eat their crops. At the end of the day, you don't know how these neighbors will react, but according to where I stay, according to where I come from, those farmers that are in areas where they are planting crops face a lot of problems with those people that are carrying out crop farming. Some have bad hearts. If your animals go there by mistake, they will get them and they will even cut them. You see, they will cut them, others will hide them, others will sell them off. So to secure your farm in the first place, get a good location where most of the people there, 70% of the people there are dealing in animal husbandry, because you all have the same problems and you are also all dealing in the same thing. No one is growing food. That is a very important factor. So another factor is, after locating the place, make good housing is number 2. Housing is a very good factor to avoid theft. Number 1, to also avoid to protect your animals from wild animals. So protect these animals in the way you construct their housing. Protect them from, number 1, rains. These goats don't want rains. So construct the house well roofed, and make sure that you put it in the right location where the wind doesn't come with the rain and affect them. Also, make sure that you fence the housing properly to avoid these wild goats to enter, to avoid snakes to enter and affect these animals. Yes, guys, another important factor is relating properly with your neighbors, if they are good neighbors. So if you have good neighbors, guys, relate properly with them. They will always give you information about your animals, information that you don't know. Your animal may get lost and you are not aware, but if you have that good relationship with your fellow neighbors. They'll always tell you what is happening at your farm when you're not there. They'll also tell you when they are planning to steal, if they've got to steal your animals, if they have gotten that information. They'll always tell you how your workers are turning out to not being good. They always have that information if they are always living there. So please, if you are rearing animals, these animals are like kids. You have to be with a good relationship with your neighbors. That is a point to note. It saves you a lot of things. They'll always give you that background information that you need. Another point may be funny, but it is the fact. Pray always for your animals, pray for your farm, pray for your projects that you are working on. There is power in prayer. In any denomination that you believe in, pray, guys. Pray for your animals. May have seen it. I remember we had a lot of timber animals out there, timber snakes. But when my animals were going, there is an incident that happened. When my animals were in the field, they were just jumping these big snakes without even them swallowing them. You see? I call it a power of prayer. It was power of prayer. Yes, the Lord protects us. The Lord protects our animals. Yes, pray for your animals always. Actually, depending on where you come from, if you're Catholic, if you're Muslim, if you're what, you pray in your denominations. So there's something funny about prayer. Where I come from, so far, we don't have thieves. Why? Because my neighbors, they fear them. Where I come from, they are balalos. Where my farm is, they are balalos. There is a saying, a joking saying, that these balalos have what keeps their animals. For me, I believe in God, so I always pray. But there are people who have what keeps their animals. Now, when the thief comes, they cannot even take their animals. And the animals are just there without a face. You just come and get the cow over the goat. On trying to take it, it won't go. So there are things that keep people's animals, guys. So for me, I link it as pray, or according to what you believe in. Yes, that is something so important, guys. And another point on how you can secure your farm is to pay your workers on time, if you have good workers. Because if this worker is a thief, even if you pay them on time, they'll always engage in deals to steal you. But at least don't kukema. Don't what is kukema in English? Don't you pay these people on time so that they don't pay these workers so that you don't lead them into temptation to steal your animals if they are good workers. Because according to what I know, if they are not good workers, they always steal. But for the good workers, please pay them on time to avoid temptations of theft on the farm. So another point that is so important is that, please, guys, when you have plans on your farm, don't discuss them with anyone, with your workers, with the people around you, guys. If you are expecting something big on your farm, okay, you as a farm owner know what to talk where, when, and to who. The need to know is very important. Don't just go and talk your secrets to everyone, to the villagers, to everyone around you. You have to know on who to tell what and where and where. So that is a very important point. Don't just take out your plans of your farm to anyone. The need to know aspect is very important. There are other two factors that are remaining. You have to fence your farm depending on where you come from. Yes, for us, we fenced only a small part where we dig to avoid other animals to come and eat those crops. But the other farms we never fenced. Why? Depending on where we come from. For us, we have a good community of people dealing in animal husbandry. If you don't fence off your farm, you can always take your animals to eat from different places. Our animals eat from other neighbors' farmland, and even other neighbors eat from our farmland. So guys, That is very important. If that is not the case in your area, you can always fence off your farm to protect other external threats to enter into your farm. Fencing off, but it determines where your farm is located. If it is necessary, fence it off. Other people can go ahead and put razor wires up. Yes, depending on your security threat there. There are places where thieves are very many. You can put razor wires up. So another point that all of you are expecting is you can put your security cameras. Yes, I've put it as the last point because when you talk about security, everyone will think about security cameras. But I think the other points come first. Before you put even the security cameras, you can put the security cameras where you can monitor your projects, where you can know who entered your farm and who did what in your farm. And nowadays I always talk about that also process of putting the security cameras that has a Wi-Fi, something like that, and you can always monitor what is happening in your farm on your phone. Anywhere you are, you can know what is happening on your farm. Then you try to see what to do if there is always a problem. So guys, those are the points that you have to note in order to secure your animals. So thank you for watching. If you've gotten something in this video, please consider to subscribe down and hit the notification bell so that you are aware when I upload more videos. Thank you for watching.